No one expected that amidst flashing cameras, tight schedules, and the frenzy of the entertainment industry, Jungkook quietly did something shocking for Taehyung. But what if that act happened in secret, in the city that is the center of the world's music industry, Los Angeles, and is only now beginning to surface? Was it just a gesture of friendship? Or is there something deeper going on between these two BTS members? The news that spread quickly through international forums and social media platforms showed that this was no ordinary event. Many fans admitted they were shaken, with some feeling emotional and unable to hold back tears after learning what Jungkook secretly did. Behind the gaze of a global artist was hidden a deeply meaningful and human act, an emotional gesture that went beyond mere colleagues or groupmates. The origin of this news did not come from major media outlets, but from a fan who accidentally photographed Jungkook at an unexpected place, a small studio on the outskirts of LA, reportedly Taehyung's favorite personal spot to write music and reflect. At the time, there was no official announcement about Jungkook being there. He came without a manager, without staff, accompanied only by one longtime team member who's been close to him since debut. The circulated photo showed Jungkook wearing a black hoodie and a mask, entering the studio late at night. No one suspected that the visit was directly related to Taehyung. That fact was revealed days later when a local music producer posted a story hinting at a profound collaboration, not just musical, but emotional, between the two BTS members. That information quickly snowballed. Entertainment reporters who typically follow Korean celebrities' movements in Los Angeles began to dig deeper, contacting internal sources, and slowly a picture formed that this secret meeting was not just a casual hangout. According to an insider, Jungkook brought a demo track he had written himself, a song said to be inspired by the difficult times Taehyung experienced during military service and his absence from the public eye. The song hasn't been released. It was never officially mentioned. However, the source stated that the song was titled "Wounds We Share" and contained heartbreaking lyrics about loss, loneliness, and the desire to heal wounds together. After hearing this leak, many ARMY members felt the song could be one of the most honest pieces Jungkook has ever written, and that he prepared it especially for Taehyung as a tribute and a silent act of love between two brothers in music. What made the story even more moving was the fact that the entire process took place with zero publicity from HYB. No press release, no Instagram posts, no YouTube promos. Quiet, discreet, and deeply personal. And that's exactly what made the emotional impact of this act so powerful. Fans called it the purest moment of BTS friendship. But it wasn't just ARMY who reacted. Several international musicians who had worked with BTS also commented on the story. One British producer, known for working on Taehyung's solo music, mentioned in a podcast, "If this is true, then it's one of the most beautiful actions in an industry that often only values commercial success." Jungkook shows that music is about the soul, about unseen connections. Internally, HYBE remained silent. They gave no clarification, no confirmation, and no denial of the circulating reports. Several Korean journalists attempted to reach the agency, but received only standard responses. This silence only strengthened suspicions that the project was intentionally kept secret, not for strategy, but because of its deeply personal nature. What Jungkook did might not seem like a major move in the entertainment world. But for those who have followed BTS's journey, it was a reflection of something deeper. After years under pressure as the most famous group in the world, each member of BTS now walks a very different personal path. In that context, Jungkook's effort to reach out to Taehyung, now serving in the military, serves as a reminder of the emotional bond built since their early careers. This story also brought back memories of BTS's toughest moments. When they almost disbanded, when the media pressure was too great, when temporarily losing a member to military service felt like losing direction. All of that became the backdrop to Jungkook's decision to show, once again, that their bond goes beyond schedules, contracts, and performances. Some observers say Jungkook's action may lay the foundation for something bigger. A song, a documentary project, or even the beginning of the long-awaited BTS comeback. But more than that, It is a reflection of the values that make BTS beloved: honesty, sincerity, and emotional connection between members. A former BTS vocal coach wrote on their personal account, "I've seen Jungkook grow from a shy kid into a mature artist with incredible empathy." The fact that he chose to show his support for Taehyung in such a private way shows how deep their relationship is. It's not just about music, it's about the soul. For many fans, this moment is an emotional oasis in the midst of uncertainty. A beacon of light that shows even as the world changes and busy schedules continue to press down, some values within BTS remain unchanged. They continue to care for one another, remain present. Even without cameras, CCTV footage from around the studio, which later leaked to fan forums, showed a moment when Taehyung arrived several hours after Jungkook had left. They didn't meet that night, but many believe Jungkook left a message, a recording, or even lyrics at the studio, a wordless declaration. A fan claiming to be a cleaner at the studio wrote in a now viral comment, "There was a note on the piano that said simply, 'For you, Hyung, when you're ready.'" Is this the beginning of their reunion? Is this a sign that a BTS project is coming? Or is this just Jungkook's way of nurturing an emotional bond with his friend during a quiet period? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear. This act has shaken the world, not with noise or visual effects, but with the purest whisper from one friend's heart to another. At a time when the public demands confirmation about comebacks, global collaboration plans, or the next song release schedule, it is Jungkook's silent action that carries deeper meaning. He didn't speak in interviews. He didn't write a long post. But he showed up. Quietly, yet completely. Now, all eyes are back on HYB. Will they allow Wounds We Share to be released officially? Will it be a surprise single in a major project yet to be announced? Or will it remain an emotional mystery felt only by those who have followed BTS from the start? What is certain is that Jungkook has shown one thing. In an entertainment world full of pretenses, sincerity still exists. In an industry chasing numbers and charts, there's still room to touch the heart. And amidst the noise of a global stage, there is still a meaningful silence between two friends named Jungkook and Kim Taehyung. In the midst of all the uncertainty about BTS's future, this act is a powerful signal that no matter what happens, the values they've planted since the beginning still live. That a temporary separation won't sever the heartstrings built over the years. That more than just a music group, BTS is family. And maybe, in silence, the comeback we've all been waiting for has already begun. Not on a stage, but in a quiet room with a piece of lyric paper and one simple line. "For you, Hyung, when you're ready." However, as the story continued to spread, certain facts began to emerge that cast doubt on the truth of the narrative that had stunned ARMY around the world. Several investigative media outlets and independent journalists began a deeper investigation into the news of Jungkook's secret visit to Taehyung's private studio in LA, and the results were surprising. There was no concrete evidence to support those claims. No studio booking records under Jungkook's name, no verifiable footage, and the photo initially believed to show Jungkook was in fact a manipulated visual from an older moment that had circulated previously. The so-called insider source turned out to be unverifiable. Moreover, the local producer allegedly leaking the name, Wounds We Share, later confirmed via his official account that he never made such a statement. "I don't know anything about that song. I'm also not working with any BTS member at the moment," he wrote in a public clarification that effectively shut down the growing speculation. HYB, which had remained silent, finally spoke up with a brief official statement. They declared that the reports about a secret project, a dedication song, and an emotional meeting between Jungkook and Taehyung in LA were untrue and baseless. In the statement, they also urged fans and media to be cautious when spreading unverified information, as it could mislead the public and harm the artists involved. After the statement was released, several major fan accounts began withdrawing their earlier posts promoting the theory. Many realized they had been too quick to spread an emotional narrative without proof. Although the intentions of most fans stemmed from love and hope for Jungkook and Taehyung's bond, The truth was that this story had spread without a strong factual foundation. This moment serves as a reminder to everyone, media, fans, and the public alike, that in a fast-moving digital age, emotions can easily overshadow verification. Emotionally compelling stories are powerful, but journalistic truth must remain a priority. In this case, the tale of friendship colored by silent acts and meaningful songs turned out to be a narrative illusion developed without basis. Ultimately, this story reflects that the sincerity of BTS's relationships doesn't need to be proven through unverified dramatic tales. They remain a family, continuing to support each other in their own ways, even if not always captured on camera or covered by the media. And for ARMY, this is an important lesson that love for idols doesn't need to be driven by sensationalism, but by clarity, maturity, and respect for reality.